Okay, I think we are recording. So,
Okay.
me and you, Lori, here we go. We
All
have
right.
our first Zoom for our new coach camp. So, thank you guys for watching this, those of you that are watching it on a replay. We are going to promise, we are a work in progress. We're going to get a schedule out to you guys so you'll have a little more warning, a little more prep time. It is our goal to bring you a question and answer for our new coach campers, or really anybody that has questions, once a week. And with the coaches that we have leading right now, with Missy and Allison and myself, we also have possibly another coach joining this group soon. That would mean 4 different coaches, each with a different week. And we want to bring you guys a different time opportunity so that, because noon on a Wednesday isn't good for many people. So we'll try to bring you a little bit of variety with in respect to our time too. So 4 questions that we have so far today were Amy's question about the Team Insaniac Zooms and the Backstage Pass, and should we still be in that group and listening to her Zooms and inviting to her Backstage Passes. And basically, the short answer to that is you can absolutely be part of that group and be inviting to her Backstage Passes. It is our system right now, Missy and Allison and I's system currently, to just add our working coaches to this group, unless the coach, like Amy, as you're watching this on the replay, you came into the business with the Backstage Pass and had a connection with Amy and that team also. So not all new coaches are immediately getting added to Team Insaniac right now. You have lots of options. So you have options even above Team Insaniac, and we're all part of Team Thrive. And once or twice a month, I should know that, she has it's like a very brief 30-minute Backstage Pass type of a call that she does that you can invite to. So Team Thrive has a coach opportunity once a month or so that you can invite to. Amy Grasso's team right now has currently doing the Backstage Pass. That's usually the last week of the month. It's 3 days. It's live video feeds, usually 3 a day from different coaches, just sharing what the coaching opportunity is about. And I myself have brought on many coaches from that particular format. And it's a great way to share. It's kind of became obvious, or not obvious, but in the last month or so, the feedback we were feeling was that format was a lot of time. It's a lot of, for somebody who's a working mom or working, business professional, to watch 15 to 20 minute videos several times a day. So, hi Tracy. So we decided to kind of do it this way and to have another option for people. It's all about options. So you can definitely still be watching Team Insaniac's Zoom calls that are on Tuesday nights. She has great content, and you still absolutely can be inviting to her Backstage Pass if you think you have a person who has that kind of time commitment, who would be a good fit for that kind of a new coach experience opportunity. The other option we are hoping to bring to you guys in the next month or so is something called a Coach Blitz, which will be basically a 1-day event, and it'll be something that we sort of start inviting to, and all day long you build up momentum and excitement about what's going to happen. And then there's a 1-hour live Facebook video where all of us get on, and we will have to figure out the system, but it's something that we learned at Summit, which just seemed like a really more manageable way than 3 days of live videos, regularly throughout the day. So you have options for your training, for following Team Insaniac Zooms, for you guys are all working in your new coach camp and you're trying to make sure you get that training in. And the other option that I wanted to tell you guys is in terms of inviting is there are some great videos that you can share. And I've done this a few times with people who maybe it's not time for a Backstage Pass or one of Team Thrive's coach charges. There's some videos that you can send. One, Christine Dwyer, if you look her up, her YouTube channel, Christine Dwyer has a very good video. I might even actually be able to share that with you guys, that talks about the coaching opportunity. And Allie Upham herself said that for years she used Christine Dwyer's video to invite to coaching. Allie now has her own, and you can find that at jointeamthrive.com. And that's a nice one. I've actually shared that a few times too. It's like 30 or 35 minutes. That's why if you have somebody that you think would be a great coach and you want to talk to them, get them on the phone and share that with them, then ask them if you could share that video, then you could do it. You could do it that way as well. So that's to answer the question about Team Insaniac and their Zooms and the Backstage Pass. Does that make sense to you two ladies?
Yes.
Okay. The next question we had was about, Lori, it was about like pages. And when is it a time to think about starting a like page? And like Allison mentioned in the group, there's going to be a different answer to that question depending on who you ask. And some of us started like pages right away. Some of us have not. And honestly, social media changes every other minute. So it's sometimes hard to even know what the best thing to do right now is. We heard, kind of recently, actually, so Allison and I have gone through the new coach camp and we're now in the business builders part of her training. And one of the things that she mentioned on one of her our recent Zoom calls with her was maybe it's not necessary to focus on a like page until you're further on in your business, because Facebook is going to limit how much your stuff is seen anyways, which I don't even think I realized. Even on your personal page, your content is not seen by, it was like 6 to 12% of people. So, and it's even less if you start a like page. So I feel like as long as you are committing to learning the business and following her suggestion of that 911 rule, where 9 posts are about you, just you, not Beachbody, but those, if you have that Venn diagram and the 3 parts of you that make up you, your faith, your family, your workout, your nutrition, your planning, your prep, stuff about you. If you follow that for 9 of them, one of them is about nothing or at something random, then that 11th one can be like a passive invite. I think it's fine to focus your energy. It's fine to stay on your personal page until you really feel ready. In fact, some coaches, she named a high up coach who doesn't even have a like page. So the only thing about a like page that I think, Laura, you brought up is the idea of like scheduling a post, because on a like page, you can, I think I'm going to mute you guys just for, let's see. Can you guys do it? Just because I don't want thank you, Tracy. And then you can raise your hand if you have questions. The thing about a like page is you can schedule some content. You can schedule something to show up the next morning or for a week if you want to. You can't do that on a personal page. You also have some insights if you want to start running Facebook ads. All of that stuff is like advanced. It's not like coaching 101. So there are some scheduling tools, and at one point or another in my business, I made an investment and I use a scheduling tool for some of my social media stuff. It's called Edgar. Postcron is a free. There's a free version of Postcron. Edgar I pay, I think, $50 a month for that. But you have options, even on a like page then, to use Postcron. And you can actually, I think, use Postcron for your challenge groups also. So that's question about like pages. Does that help?
That definitely helps.
Okay.
Yes, because that's why the whole thing came up. I remember you and someone else talking about like pages and maybe holding off with the like pages, but I really wanted to get my like page up so I could schedule some of those.
Yeah.
You know, especially the ones that maybe I think of motivational quotes or something that's planned. But I'll take a look at this Postcron and see what that's all about and see if that will help me. Yeah.
Okay, Tracy. Tracy's got a hand up. That's so cute. Says Tracy, raise your hand. I can't hear you.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Laura, I use Postcron for my challenge group. I post it in challenge groups, my personal page. So it works for your personal page too.
Good.
Postcron does. So, and it's free.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try that.
So try it out.
Is there a certain number of posts that you have? Are you allowed?
Yes, I want to say you can schedule up to 10. Don't quote me on that. I know personally I have scheduled, I think 8.
Cool.
I had 8 in the queue, and it was not a problem.
Okay.
I want to say Allison had told me that you can't push it beyond 10 with the free.
Okay. So that's definitely
really helpful. It's helpful.
Yeah.
Like peace of mind. What'd you say, Trace?
I'll mute myself again.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's a huge peace of mind. Like, just to have something scheduled and not have to wake yourself up at 5:30 in the morning to get your challenge group stuff. Like, that was stressful. So it's worth, the free is even better. I have a lot more options with Edgar, but then you pay for it. So it's in the future. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so the next question then would have been about time management. That's a huge Zoom topic all by itself, and that's training, right? So you're learning that as you go through the new coach camp. She says manage your busy, and actually once you're in Business Builders, it's the very first lesson that you do is called time management and managing your busy. It's just critical that you do, because we're all busy. Everybody's busy. And if you don't try to focus your life and your busyness, then it's going to be easy to just say, I can't do this, and stall out. So my suggestion would be sticking with planning your focused time. And that means the time when you have to carve out uninterrupted, notifications turned off time to just work on your business. And that might be 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at lunch, and 20 minutes in the evening. And if that's all that you can do because you work full time with kids, that's all that you can do. And she talks about this idea of buckets, and that is kind of cool, where you literally like put your life in little buckets of time, because a bucket is contained, right? You can't seep out of a bucket when you're inside of it. So when it's from 9 to 10, you're in a bucket for, inviting, and that's all you're doing, and that sort of thing. And so what I am doing now, every week on Sunday night, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make a master to-do list, like dump your brain onto the piece of paper, write everything down that you have to do in each area of your life, work, business, family, personal, whatever. Just write everything down. I got to clean the car. I got to go grocery shopping. I got to do laundry. I have to invite. I have to do you put it all down on the paper, and then you schedule a time to do it for the week. And the other thing that I learned from Shailene is your to-do list is overwhelming, always will be, because that brain dump is going to put everything on the paper. each and every day you need to think about 3 things that are, like Shalene would say, someone will die if it doesn't happen. Like, they are the absolute most critical things that you have to do that day for either, personal or business, whatever it is. And those are the 3 things that you make sure you do that day. So that's my time management. Schedule it in your calendar, either on paper or in your phone. Make a to-do list, and then each day 3 things at least that must get done will help you not feel so overwhelmed. Tracy? No, it says your hand's up. Maybe maybe that was from Laura. Yeah. That's so funny. Okay. Inviting challengers was the next question, and I think Amy, again, kind of put this in there a few minutes ago. Just feeling like, I know I've got someone and they would be a great challenger, but I'm struggling just inviting them. And so for that, I would say it's probably back in the inviting tab in the mindset video that she shared. You got to get out of your head. Like, get out of your own head in that situation. Think about inviting somebody or sharing, this amazing movie that you just saw, or when you start worrying about inviting or about what you're sharing, you're turned in on yourself. And this needs to be about other people, and exactly, like, what's the worst thing that they can say? It's no, or I'm not ready just yet. And actually, I think it was Melissa. I was catching up on my national wake-up calls yesterday, Melissa McAllister's from a few weeks ago, when she said something like, it's amazing to her how many people aren't willing to leave what they're doing that's not working for them, but they're not willing to do what you're suggesting. So maybe they would be great, and you send them messages and you start forming conversations, and you're filling their void, and you're getting all of their struggles, and you tell them what you think you can offer them, and they have objections, and even after you explain and go through it, they still are unwilling because of whatever it is. Like, why are we so unwilling to change or to get out of our comfort zone? So get out of your own way, get out of your own head, and just know it's not personal. We are just passionately sharing what we are doing with other people. And if they're not ready and you've done your due diligence, like, you can't make people make lifestyle changes, even though you want to. So that's my, and so I would say anytime like that, anytime you have questions like that, put yourself back in personal development, go back to her video. I'm pretty sure it was I could be wrong because I looked at that just before the Zoom started. I would say it's probably the Invite Mindset video that she talks about that. Does that sound right to you guys? Okay. So that's all the questions that I have. So if you guys have any, we can open it up. How's things going? He still says hand is lowered on you. That's maybe I needed to do it. I needed to hit it maybe. You're good now. Tracy, it's nice to meet you. Nice to see you. You are one of Allison's coaches, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I am now starting, I just finished a challenge group with Allison that we did for the month of September. And I have one customer right now. She did that challenge group, and she's on Shaky HD, and I don't have enough. I didn't feel okay with just doing a challenge group this month with just her. So she and I still talk like every day because she's a very good friend of mine. But I'm doing, starting on Sunday, a free challenge group or a free group to try to get into starting back over. It's just to try to get people into it and having conversations and whatever. And as of right now, I have 12 people that have committed to doing it. So we'll see where it goes. I'm going to be curious to see how I handle that transition from, okay, this is, because the challenge group, you may have seen it, Jen. It's kind of Fall into Fitness, and we're just going to be talking about how I started 7 months ago, like when I felt so overwhelmed by all the crap I knew I had to do to change where my life was heading and the way that I felt about myself, and then putting it all into action. So I'm just going to kind of be doing like an intro course to it. So I'm going to be curious to see how I handle that. Okay, this was the free content. Then let's move into an actual paid challenge group. Truth be told, I'm nervous as crap about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to handle that. Do you have suggestions for that?
Yeah, I think so. First of all, that's awesome. And you just shared your coach announcement, didn't you? And it's beautiful.
That one wasn't so bad. I told Allison, I said the before and after picture that I shared there,
yeah,
I'm much more comfortable with, because in the before one, I was on vacation, so but I wasn't standing in front of a mirror with a sports bra on, because I have another before photo that was, and Allison was encouraging me to use that. I said, absolutely not. I did it in our closed challenge group. Everybody there is in the same boat. They all benefited 100% from the me that they saw. So I'm not putting it out there to 700 of my Facebook friends that had, some I haven't seen since I was like 10. So no, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
700 people would not see it. Only 12% of that.
What is that? How does that work? Why is that?
I don't. It's their algorithm. I have no idea. All I can tell you is if I post a picture of my haircut, it's going to get to every flipping person on my feed. If I post a picture of my kid, it's going to get to every person on my feed that I think. If I post a nice graphic with lots of information on it, it's going to get to nobody. So I have no idea. If it's a cat, I guess cat pictures go like crazy. I
don't have a cat.
So I don't know. That was a very nice post though, and it was outside of your comfort zone enough that it told the story. So I think that inviting to a free group like that, just like a 5-day, is it 5 day? Yeah.
It's like 7 days.
7. Yeah. A free group like that is so much less scary to me as a new coach. That was so less scary to invite to. Like, you don't even have to build a full relationship. You don't even have to fully invite. You can just put it out there and let them know. And there's no, worry about the price objection or whatever. So that's a great way to start. And honestly, I feel like you could use, Allie has that very nice video at the end. Now, in the challenge group tab, in the file section, she has a very nice video. You probably haven't gotten to it yet if you're going through the Thrive, if you're going through the tabs.
Yeah, I'm on the invite tab still.
Okay, and she tells you not to skip ahead. However,
I've done it before.
Okay, don't tell anybody, but go look at it. So in the complete challenge group guide, she gives you the posts, the graphic, the videos, the URLs, everything is there. And on her very last day of her paid challenge group, and Allison and we've struggled with this a lot. How do you close a group? What do you do? How do you, I'm not positive it's appropriate even for a free group, but go look at it, go watch it. And I think there's a possibility you might be able to, cause she gives you 4 options, do nothing, be an apprentice coach with me next month,
Yeah, we did that. We did that back when we did Weekend Warriors in August. Allison closed the group using that, and then the group we just finished.
Yeah.
She did the same thing. So it's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar then at least with it. So okay.
Yeah. To me, that takes a little bit of the scariness out of it. Plus, then it's Allie talking. It's not you.
Yeah. Amen. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else? We're probably close to 30 minutes. I don't know if we're going to get kicked off, but I do want to keep it timely for people that are watching it on a replay. This has all been good stuff. Anything else?
I don't know how to get me out of here. Oh.
You're okay. I hear you.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay. I have a question. Okay, my group is not supposed to be free, but it's kind of ending up to be free because no one has really purchased anything.
Yeah.
And I'm on week 3, the 3rd day, and it's more about, tomorrow actually, we're going to be talking about workouts and picking your Beachbody. And I'm going to have to switch that around a little bit and word it differently, and then still try to invite them to choose a Beachbody kind of plan, correct? Yeah. Because no one really has gotten anybody. One girl has actually just PM messaged me about certain workouts herself, but no one has bought anything.
And is that person in the group that you just told me?
Yes. Uh-huh.
So I would say just modify the message, modify the text of that post. I think it's perfectly fine to say, well, let me think. When I started using Allie's format, I kind of put a little disclaimer that let people know, hey, you're seeing videos from one of my coaches who I look up to for advice, and you're seeing her face because I'm using her stuff because she's so good at it, and not to reinvent the wheel. Kind of, you could make a disclaimer like that. Okay. The other thing would be to modify the message to say, if they know it's your first group, be honest. I've invited you guys here to learn and to see what we're doing, and it's my hope to share with you all. And normally in a group, this is where we would be talking about when we're going to do our stuff. And so here's some options and kind of lead it into, if you would like help picking a program that I know will get you guys results. I've seen it myself. I've now done 2 of them, and just share a little bit more about adding the value right there. Like tomorrow you can focus on that and invite them to have more conversations with you about picking the plan.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. This was a good first Zoom.
Yeah.
So I'll put the link for the replay in the group so that everybody can watch it. And we're going to, like I said, we'll work to do one of these a week at different times for you guys. It's nice to see faces.
Yay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, everybody go have a great day.
All right.
Bye-bye.